The Tangled Treasure Trail, a 1920s mystery. Lord Edgington Investigates, Book 5, by Benedict Brown. Read by George Blagden. Chapter 1. My father always tells me that only boring people find themselves bored. So I suppose that must mean I'm mind-numbingly, brain-fizzingly dull. Oh, how I missed the excitement of the Christmas holidays. January had been a cold, wet month, with little to thrill a young gentleman on the cusp of adulthood. There hadn't even been any snow since we'd returned to the milder climes of southern England. I longed for the chance to build a snowman again, or at least encounter a nice, puzzling murder to solve. Which isn't to say that I wanted anyone to die, but it had been 6 whole weeks since the great detective Lord Edgington and I had stumbled upon any wicked crimes, and it was becoming tiresome. Where were the despicable characters creeping out from behind the wainscoting to settle old scores? Where were the money-hungry seductresses and silver-tongued charlatans? Why had all our adventuring dried up for the season? I was desperate for a break from the ordinary. But instead...
There's an interesting article in the financial pages of today's paper,
Grandfather mumbled one night after dinner, as I sat opposite him in the library of our family's grand estate at Cranley Hall. It was the first thing he'd said in over an hour.
There's talk of unrest in British coal mines.
Interesting, I replied, though I very much doubted this was the case. I, too, was reading. I'd scoured the old man's selection of books on detective work, crime-solving and police protocol for something that didn't look too dreary. With A Beginner's Guide to Ratiocination in my hands, I hoped that it would level the playing field between my distinguished forebear's famous mental skills and my own, well, not very advanced reasoning. Failing that, I thought he might at least notice what I was reading and think me rather bright. Lamentably, I would have no such luck, and another 30 minutes passed before he spoke again. The truth is that such weekends with my grandfather were still far more entertaining than my days at school. All our teachers wanted to talk about was the high cliff that we would jump from at the end of our final year, the safety net that would be pulled out from under us, leaving us at the mercy of the big bad world.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?